It seems that Atomy has its own unique brand power. While there may be competition with others, what do you think is the distinctive brand power of Atomy that goes beyond that?
The level of the question has risen. Ha 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 ha. When considering Atomy's essential characteristic as a distribution company, I believe the answer to what value it holds as a distribution company is quite simple. The business of distribution is about connecting producers and consumers in the shortest distance and at the lowest cost. I believe that by being faithful to our core business, Atomy has naturally differentiated itself from companies that have not done so, rather than engaging in any peculiar or separate actions. By adhering to the essence of our fundamentals, we have managed to create some distinction from those companies that do not follow this approach.
It's really not that difficult to be faithful to the fundamentals, even though you say it humbly. It's easy to say.
For example, when developing a toothbrush now, it was being sold for 2,200 won. With a 3+1 promotion, it can drop to as low as 1,600 won. The worst prices are at discount stores, but when I called the owner and said, let's sell this for under 1,000 won, they said, you have to give me a commission, right? I said, of course you need to give a commission. Then they asked, so how much do we need to supply it for? And I replied, I can't meet that price. That's how the conversation went. So I asked, how many cavities are there in the fully molded one? This person's eyes went wide.
I believe you don't know.
What kind of distribution company president talks about cavities? Yes. So I'm currently putting it on a few ounce injection machine. Right. That's what I was asking. So from that moment on, they straightened their posture and their attitude changed. They started asking questions like, which way does the air vent go? And threw out a few specific inquiries. Then I thought, this person is someone worth discussing with, and we can have a conversation. So I will make sure to take note of it. I will ensure that 10% is left for the factory. However, if the current production continues as it is, the company will incur losses. However, once you place the cavity in the mold, there are many usable injection machines, whether they are new or used. So please invest in new equipment. Next, how are you purchasing the raw materials now? Are you buying them in 20-kilo bags? Or are you purchasing them in ton bags? This is how it works. If you go to the site with cash and buy in bulk, the unit price can drop by 20% to 25%. I think that might be the case. I will pay for the raw materials in advance. This is because it requires money to purchase them in bulk. I will provide the payment upfront. Because we usually buy the raw materials in bulk and often on credit, we produce and sell them, and then we pay at that time. So, I will provide an advance payment. Can you match the price? Then they said they would try. So, if you just use power to forcefully cut down the absolute price, it might work temporarily, but eventually it becomes unbearable. That's why a win-win game doesn't happen. Therefore, it's important to fully understand the circumstances on that side. This is now what Professor Yoon Jong-guk talks about, that companies must survive with compassion and love. I am actively supporting this idea.
So, in order to do that, it is because the chairman has that much technical know-how.
That's right. That's right. We have now accurately understood the Atomy business model.
I understand it too.